Welcome back to Frontierland. Let's get ourselves some Pachyrhinosaurus going. We'll get them synth even if we can't afford to hatch them right now. Because we might as well. Then, I don't know if it's a new month. So, here's the problem, right? Contracts don't pop up automatically, which is good overall. That's a change I definitely like. But it makes it hard to know if you missed it or not. If you're not paying attention. We can just click request and do it like that. 2 million bucks for some sort of construction? The fuck?
The park
Large
needs
power.
support facilities like new buildings, restaurants, shops, pit stops.
I don't think we can
and I
do
don't
that.
have Kind for race cars.
No, $2 million to research it in the first place. Okay, well, that at least resolves the question, because I can just sit there and not worry about it. So the Australovenators are dying. We're gonna need more of these guys soon. We'll get the Pachyrhinosaurs out first, then do the Australovenators. And by that time we've done that, we'll probably need Sinosauropteryxes and Coelophysis. I'm really hoping to get a contract to increase populations first, but... Oh, interestingly enough, the Coelophysis territories being separate probably means when we get a contract to increase a territory, we could technically cheese it by bridging the gap between the two Coelophysis herds and just making them merge together just by, like, mustering or whatever. Which is kind of weird. Alright, what do we get? 5 of these. Unfit. Unfit. Aggressive is a no. Large appetite. Okay, well there's 4. $1 million. Not sure what the social is. It's probably 4. Well, there's our contract question answered, but it's of course blocking me from seeing the UI elements that I need to see though. And then it doesn't even fucking pop up. Okay, fine, whatever. I clicked it, didn't do nothing, doesn't matter. Social, min pop 3, so 4 is good. Okay, so we'll hatch 4 of these guys. Let's check the contract. Maybe it's because I had to click replace specifically that the new one didn't pop up. There we go. Growing population. Brilliant. 16.
That's my motto.
So, if we switch over to doing Coelophysis, we can do this pretty easily. I don't think we give a shit about appetite. We'll do this. We'll do this 25 humble social split again. I think we'll just treat that as the standard for basically the part going forward. And then this is super quick, which gets us the pretty substantial bonus too. I'm probably fine with the skittish ones too, actually, because they don't seem to actually panic that much. At least not from the Cryolophosauruses. They panic from the cars, the jeep passing through the area. But I thought the cryo would actually make them panic, and it doesn't. So that's cool. 3, 2, 1, 0. Release fire airlift. We can just throw these guys into the existing territories, basically. We can even, like, we can merge.
Heading to collect the asset. Picking up asset. Heading to pick up the asset. Understood. Confirming task. Setting additional task. Assets in the air.
Like, it should be fine. We can bridge the gap. It's probably the most consistent way to do it, to make sure we get that territory formed. With enough members to actually achieve that.
Asset being transported.
And then I guess if I move these guys, we'll have to do sand brushing, but we can probably make that work. That's probably not even an issue. Oh, I could put them over here. On this little spit of land. Is that better? Might be.
Asset has been collected.
Deinocheirus a Margosaurus pen, and then Minmi Pachyrhinosinosiropteryx pen.
Asset delivered.
Either option works. Another dead Ostro is pretty bad.
Understood.
Also, at some point we need to turn the power back on, but I really want the profit to climb higher before we do that, and I'm hard pressed to see when that's going to happen, actually, given that
Transportation complete.
we're still kind of just struggling here and not making much progress.
Transit has commenced. Asset delivery confirmed.
The piecemeal territory stuff is always funny to see these guys show up and
Asset
just
transit.
generate a bubble around themselves and merge. It's a bit
Asset
silly.
transportation complete. Asset transportation in progress.
So this was not the largest territory because it's not making progress. Curious what was then.
Transportation underway. Confirming asset delivery.
Top 13. 14.
Transporting asset. Asset transported.
I mean, it'll happen if they merge. I'm not sure that's going to happen.
Asset in transit.
Oh, there
I
it
only
goes.
have room for the best when it comes to
Yeah,
my
we
team.
still have enough being airlifted in that it's
The
actually
fact that you're
it
still
was
here
fine.
should tell you something.
Asset has been transported.
Okay, well, looks like we'll actually get the territories to link up, which will be
Asset has been
fun.
delivered.
One big Coelophysis group finally. I wonder how that'll work with the alpha. Oh, the one just fucking disappeared. Really now? That's weird. I would have expected a dominance fight, but I guess maybe because they're so far away, the game is just like, nah, it's fine. He doesn't exist anymore. Don't worry about it. Okay, well, there we go. Pachyrhinosaurus money. Fantastic. Get that going. And then we have $1 million left. So, what do we want to do with $1 million? We need more dinos. The eternal issue. We need more dinos always. Right. I guess another consideration with this park is like the variety penalty combined with the transport penalty is kind of harsh. 99, 88, 86. We can definitely support more shops too here. So we need to put those in. 11 species, 12 is Pachyrhinos, so Deinocheirus, Quanjusaurus. What else is missing? Alamosaurus. Yeah, so that's it. Can we research Deinocheirus? You betcha. You bet ya we can do that. Let's get that going. We'll try to work on that next. And then, yeah, amenities. Small amenities were the most profitable, and we have a lot of space, so I think we just put in more small amenities. Food, drink, shopping. Let's put food down here. Yeah, of course, getting these configured in a good way is going to suck. Yeah, there's literally like no good way to configure it. Definitely need a lot of drink there and a bit down there. Shopping is kind of all over. So let's do drinks on this side. Much better profit margin than its neighboring shop there. And then a shopping small we'll put in over here. Probably just next to this guy. Books. Aquarium photo booth. Great. 90, 92, 94. I mean, it's possible that we could support multiple more shops, because these ones are very small. Yeah, 83 still throws a profit, so until it doesn't. All right, not enough to swing it yet. Oh, the Amarga died might have tipped it over. That's really funny if that's what happened. Check ratings. 94, 92, 94. 77 transport. Curious. Deinocheirus dig site. How expensive is it gonna be? 510. 2 locations. 180, 510. Alright, well, let's do the 180 first. At least once. Could pay for itself with some goodies. That's always nice.
Not all dinosaurs.
So food still shows a little red there. That's it. I'm not convinced that we need it yet, but once we get these guys out, we probably will. Alright, and then we'll have to see what they need for food. Hopefully it's not too bad for cohabbing.
Asset transportation underway.
Alright, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of species in that dig site, so I suppose that tracks. Alright, well, that's... We're not going to go back until we cleared the Deinocheirus exclusive site, because this might be it for Deinocheirus for all we know. Alright, there's our batch. 500k was enough to dig, so we might as well dig.
Assets in the air.
Process. I have no money left over to set up the food for the Pachyrhinosaurs. You know what? By the time they're on the ground, we'll have some money. It'll be fine.
They
Fiber.
say fences make good neighbors.
That is a gorgeous Pachyrhinosaurus. Holy shit! The frill pattern is phenomenal.
I say without them, dinosaurs like this one,
The inconsistent territory is showing up when you clicked on them versus like it not showing up is really weird. We had that blue overlay before, but yeah, dude, that's a good pattern. What is that? Pelophylax. That is fucking awesome. God damn.
Tyrannosaurus shouldn't be in the park.
Why do I feel like I've
This
never
animal is
seen this
built like a
before?
tank.
Maybe I never have.
And it has the personality to match.
Well, that's just high tier. Number 2. Amazon blank. That's a super boring one. It's a nice shade of green, though.
Delivery has been completed.
I might have took away from the min-my a little bit there, actually. Well, the Cryolophosaurus has fully reset their territory again. How did they do that when they were in a group? Every time I've seen it happen, they were like not right on top of each other. And that time, they were just sitting right there. Yeah, I accidentally removed the ground nut because I was thinking it was left over for some reason. Still, should be fine. Shouldn't be any issues with the territory there. For these guys, do I put down another fucking goat feeder? That's probably also not helping anything. Like, I guess they don't have an upkeep cost, so if they're not used, it doesn't matter. Oh, if I can even fucking afford one. Get it in before they lose their mind and attack the fences. Very stupid stuff. Okay. Pachyrhinosaurus. Where do we leave off? Number 3. Purple's also pretty sick. Not as good as that blue and yellow, but still pretty good. Are these the same? No, this was Limpopo. Okay. Those ones are Amazon. And the last one is Great Sandy Lithobates. Not bad either. I mean, nothing lives up to that first one. Holy smokes. Like, even from this distance, look at how vibrant that frill is. That's so good. Damn. Don't know why we don't use these guys that often. They're pretty good looking, and they're canon as well. Okay, cool beans. What's the stats look like? 94, 95, 98. Okay, could try food again. Okay. Oh, well, now the food is good here. They need food down here. We could try and move this. Oh, no, wait, this is books. Well, never mind. We could put in a small food. Maybe. No? nowhere for it to fit? It has to go here. Fuck it, let's try it. Okay. Profit good. 99% excellent. One amenity could perform better shopping. Well, now we can begin the eternal quest to find out which one is inferior. This one. Do you think you want more white? I mean, you're just not profitable. We can just shutter you. Yeah, I mean, that one's pretty marginal. That one's pretty marginal. Probably the issue is basically that we don't have a spot where one shop can cover all those residual needs for shopping, which is why none of them are particularly good. Well, all right. Dig team came back, right? What do we got? Nothing to sell. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, kind of sucks. Kind of dookie. Kind of duke. Might as well do that. Might as well get a full load. Obviously, we aren't going back out again, because we can't afford to. So what the wait? Well, these got trees on them. It looks really out of place. Do they all have trees? Yeah, those ones do. I mean, we also did put in the little bathroom here, decorative with trees, so it's not super out of place. At least they look like they're appropriately like winterized trees. Yeah, even these ones have trees, but it's like much smaller because it's just a couple of trees in the back. Literally just a handful of trees. Those are the big ones. Small ones, ton of trees. And then what about the medium? Oh wait, these are mediums. Yeah, just a handful of trees and the back fences. Also, how are these stair-stepped? Look at that. Oh, it's because they're asymmetric. This one is always in back and this one's in front. Yeah, they're not stair-stepped. They're zigzagged. Barbarodactylus dead. Yeah, it's expected. $21 and $69, and that is, in fact, everything that's left. At least that's not 99%. It still could be, though. Wait. Okay, it's all from the cheap dig site now, it looks like. Unless I somehow panned over it 3 times over. Yeah. Okay, cool. Deinocheirus. Deinocheirus. I want you in my park. Well, profit. Platinum. Pretty sick. Are these the old ones? Yeah, because the Albertosaurus is at the end there. So what, 1 Deinocheirus fossil out of all of this? Oh god. It's going to take so much work to get the last 5%, isn't it? We'll keep a few of the 2s around, I guess, to fill in as well. Might as well. I mean, that one was super profitable. It paid for itself and the next dig with, like, no issues. So, like, can't even feel bad about that, you know? Okay, we got a contract to increase population to 99 from 88. I think we want to jump on this. So we put a pin in our other projects. Yeah, let's get some Sinosauropteryxes. Let's double check their genetic sequence set up here. Breeding a lot. We don't really need 50% social. These ones being appetite fixed is good. We'll put a chance at long-lived in there. Now's the time to decide if we're going to move them. We're going to put them in here. Everything else is. Well, they have to be moved. Because when we take this fence down, that big wedge of land, I think, is just too big. I think we will put them in over here. So let's get this set up. So they're going to need sand. So we just want to grab the sand brush, which you won't even be able to really notice that much, and just run it over this section of land, basically. That way when they come in here, everything's good. I like that our money is still just vaporizing, even though we're not, like, doing that much. A little concerning, you know? Probably need 2 batches of these guys. I think we'll leave the second set in the pen where they currently are. And then when they start to die off to the point where they're going to be unhappy, we'll move them out. Yeah, nothing for money. Deinocheirus is completed, though. 99% with a 4 left over. Damn. That feels wrong, but whatever. Give me a 5, give me a... We're not going to do that, of course, though, because we don't have any money. See, now there's an 8-minute bonus here. We might... So this was 497. The Seal of Physis was cheaper. So we'll probably use Seal of Physis to finish the contract. I think we'll try that at least. So we'll get a wave of Sinosauropteryx. These guys are social... like 6? Maybe? Really hard to tell. Oh, unless the Geholopterus are cheap. 105. Pretty sure Coelophysis was cheaper than that. Yeah, 21. Coelophysis is cheap. Yeah, like half the cost of the Sinosauropteryx. We should have probably just done straight Coelophysis, actually. Do I want to just take 6 eggs, maybe? Just to get these hatched and do some Coelophysis? I think so. I think we'll do that. Do 6. And then we'll get her rested ASAP, because this will be done in just a few seconds. I need more money than that. This sucks because we're paying her extra right now, which is ironically making it harder to get the money. There it is. Okay. I mean, that's like a blip in terms of cost, so it's not that big of a difference. We're bad at making money is all. This park is problematic. Not well built. I mean, it just couldn't be well built with the way the concept was set up on this giant square map. It ultimately doesn't work. Which sucks a lot. So we're hatching 88. We need 11 more eggs. Hatching 6. Probably just want to hatch like all of these. Yeah, it's only 350,000. Like, let's go for it. At least, like, try and do it. Oh, we're gonna need a feeder. That's fine. Okay for a feeder, though. Let's borrow one of these. 33 to move a feeder. Much more viable.
Transporting asset.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and fix their territory in the middle of this because I'm a silly person who does silly dumb things like this. The real question is, why would I bother? Can't tell you. Oh, these guys have separated out. They'll link up in a second. They're close. Okay, 3 minutes. It's only 185 bonus. That's not that huge. If the Sinosauropteryx all get delivered in time, we can release the Seal of Physis directly into the pen to just finish the contract. Minute 36.
Asset in transit.
Honestly, I don't think it'll complete in time. I think we don't get the bonus, which is too bad.
Assets
But
in
with
the
the amount of money we have, I'm hard pressed to see us pulling it off. I mean, we only need like half of these eggs. Maybe we can do this. Seven. What are we at now? 94. Is this still delivering? Or is that counting all of them that are finished? Well, either way, I guess we hatch 5. So, social humble long live, social nocturnal long live, social humble long lived. Social. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
delivery complete. Transit has commenced.
We'll check these Sinosauropteryxes later.
Asset has been delivered.
Okay, so that counted all of them. If I might be able to release via airlift and it might be fine. Let's not risk it. Let's just release.
I've always strived
Because stuff could die too. I
to be
think
the best.
I
That's my
think it would have
motto.
counted them
Can't
as soon as we
have someone to
finish.
blame when you're not, huh? That's just smart planning. Getting ahead of the problem by figuring out your
But
excuse in
this is
advance.
fine.
But with this last objective, you can put all that aside because, hurrah, you did it.
All right. 35. Sonora and Paparana. 34. Gambia, River Bays, and Letho Bay. It's whoops. Camera controls being camera controls. Seems alright. I mean, really, these guys are really nice looking, but the skins are they're not bad. They're just not highly variable. You're just looking at like palette swaps, which is fine. Like on a dinosaur this good and like realistic, that's totally reasonable. Solar Pilophylax. Someday we'll have an interesting discussion trying to decide which one is the most accurate in terms of color. Probably the distinction doesn't really matter. We could release some similar look colored ones for just population variants, which is always fun to do. Not just male and female, but just actual like variants within the population in terms of like genetics. You know, not everything should be exactly the same color. That's not how animals work.
Delivery complete.
Yeah, so their territories are being weird. It'll figure itself out eventually. 37. Quillian Lethobates. Seems okay. Wow, the worst Saurus territory took a nosedive, huh? That's okay. We can keep, like, massaging it. We've got a lot of room to play with in this pen to make this work out. Should be fine. 37 did we look at? Yeah, we're looking for 38. Last one. Or is this like 39? 35, 36, 34,
Asset has been transported.
33. Why don't we just go back through these? Limpopo Pilo, Gambia Letho, Sonoran Papu, Solar Pilo, which is probably the best color with the orange. Quillian Letho, Limpopo Pool Karana. I don't think we saw you before. Gambia Rana, which is the last one coming in. So that one's white stripes. Probably Rana's the IRL colorization, like the real life, not even Jurassic Park life, but like our world colorization for the pattern. But definitely Gambia's red. It should be orange for the real creature. Oh, this is 13. That's all the way over in the different pen anyway. So never mind. The Zorosaurus really likes this island. Like, I know there's like one tree there for you, bud, but probably shouldn't be there. Alright, these guys are happy. Only just. So we should definitely do more Sinosauropteryx. And the Wuros, of course, are bastards. So we need more of them. And the Australovenators were dying. So that's another thing to worry about. Top 5, social looks like it's 3. So we don't need to fix it right this moment, which is good. Let's get the Coelophysis moved. And of course, we've got $1 million to play with, so we're going to go back to working on the Deinocheirus. Coelophysis territory. This must be the Cryolophosaurus territory? Yeah.
The asset.
Currently, they're behaving, which is good. What is the security rating? 4. Fence is 4, I believe, because it's not concrete. Should be enough that if they do break from territory and start hitting it, we can actually sedate them in time, which is better than it has been. Okay, Deinocheirus situation. So we need to rest people. And we need to process that last batch of fossils. Which includes the final ones, yes. So there's that. Boom, bam. There you go.
Transportation underway.
Okay, we'll be back when the Deinocheirus are ready. To be set up, not to hatch. Okay, so these guys are solo. Like, wait, hold on. Likes Sauropod and Hadrosaur, dislikes... Yeah, okay. So the things they like are the things they can't fight, which makes sense. Wait, can they fight scavengers? I guess we're going to find out. Also, we have to move the Wurosaurus out now. I just thought of that. Sure. That's a lot of money. We'll do this to see what we get so that we can plan around it. But it's going to take a little while.
Transit.
4 eggs in a clutch, actually. So that's different than Therizinosaurus. $4 million if we want a bunch of them. I might do 3 if I feel like spending that much money. Death Valley Blank, Great Sandy Desert, Mangrove. I mean, it sucks that these are both Great Sandy Desert Papyranas. They're identical. Well, fuck it then. These 3. 3 million bucks. $3 million bucks. Well, we'll will we wait? We already cheated. The park build is kind of tanked. We could just get the money. I think we will. I think at this point I want to just kind of complete the park. At the point that we've cheated, like, why bother doing the full, like, rigorous challenge mode style park build? We've already failed. We just don't want to restart because it's, you know, essentially the DLC showcase. So I think I'm just going to reset money to 3 mil, earn a little bit more, hatch these, and then we can end this episode by seeing the Deinocheirus so that I have to wait for next episode. I think that's a win for the viewers, so that's how we're doing it. Don't get used to this in the future. If it's not sort of this sort of DLC showcase where we're building some crazy, silly park on a new map, we're never going to do this. So hopefully we never have to do this again. Okay, we're going to release these guys into the holding pen to see the release animation. I've never seen this. Okay, we got some feet shots. Quentin Tarantino directed this release animation. Nice red stripe there. Big weird Deinocheirus face. Okay. Oh, he's itching himself. He's got fleas. That's like a almost a prehistoric planet or a trope at this point for Deinocheirus in general. The whole scratchy neck bit. It is a unit. Of course, he's got his big old hump, his big old weird duck beak. I like the colorization. The mutton chops is certainly a choice, but it does give it a very distinct facial profile, I guess you could say. So this one, well, I guess we gotta let him go a little further. This one is Great Sandy Papurana. This one's the mangrove. I like the orange, actually. I really like that. It's got like a exotic bird feel to it, kind of. I mean, I guess the feathers do that too. And then this one's the blank Death Valley. So the blank is pretty boring, so I would not recommend using blanks for sure. And then we have to name one of these because we had a request, which I believe was just Donald Duck. So there we go. There's Donald Duck. See if I can find my note. You know what? I'm just gonna assume that was correct. That request was like a week ago, and it's taken this long, so let's not worry about it. These guys need ground leaf and fish. So we might need, well, we definitely need to do fish feeders. Oh no, fish feeders are done. All right, sedate, and we need leaf. So they go with the Amarga and the Sinosauropteryx. I don't think they'll murder. These are fiber. So basically what we can do is anywhere that we see psych ads, delete that shit. No psych ads. Delete. 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 Delete these. Delete you. Oh, delete you. Honestly, get these little plants out of the water too. Doesn't feel right to have plants growing in frigid water. Like a swamp vibe is good and all, but not really when it's cold as tits, right? Not so good. That's, I'm pretty sure those are psychad stuff there and there and there. A little bit of psychad left is fine because it does provide some to the Amargas. We just need to make room for bringing in leaf for the ducks. Okay. A little bit there. A bit there. A little bit there. There. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's check the Amargas. Oh, they don't even notice. They literally don't even notice.
This
Too many bug on me. Why? Because he was itching? Alright, fine. Which one was itching? I think this was the one we saw itching. Man, too much bugs on me. Do you want too much or too many? Too much is funnier. It fits. All right, there you go.
Downy
It works.
Dinosaur is often likened
You
to
did
an
it.
ostrich. Not surprising, I suppose, considering the long neck, the
Oh,
feathers,
dead
the beak.
Whirro.
It's
Blocking a
just
car.
lot bigger
Classic.
in size, huh? But if things go awry, something tells
Profit
me
margins.
this swan
Still
doesn't need to
okay. I'm
bury
going to
its
try and
head in
turn
the
power
sand.
back on here. And see if our profit margin actually makes that much of a difference. Because then the fences will all be powered, which will be, you know, preferable. Peel's looking phenomenal. I guess we did just release these guys, so like telling what the difference is going to be here is not going to be easy. Well, no, because we can just look at the difference in expense. Every voiceover could be a bit annoying with the repetitiveness of them popping up constantly. People really do like Cabot, but I'm kind of tired of everybody in this game yammering at me when I'm trying to do voiceover. You can do it. Sedate those Deinocheirus. Also, their comfort's only 85% somehow. Oh, still forming territory, technically. Fair enough. Alright, Donald Duck is the first to go down. So, I think we want to do probably the fish feeder right here, because it'll be by the tour. Let's drop him there. And hopefully the fish feeder can do a good job of keeping him corralled. Somewhat. And in view. Actually, I don't even know if we have cars this far, because we reloaded a little bit ago. Oh, we do. Okay, yeah, that should be in view. Just barely, but it should work. Okay, and they want a ground leaf. What I want to do, I think, is then also cluster the ground leaf nearby. Yeah, so we can keep them kind of in this area, hopefully, then. They won't actually stay where their territory is optimal, because that would make too much goddamn sense, and the game doesn't work that way. But it at least gives them, you know, a kind of preferred area. So when they go back to eat, at least they'll come to this direction. Ducky Kruger. That almost works. Is it Kruger? You know what? Sure. Fine. I'm not going to Google it. If you're a big Nightmare on Elm Street fan, leave an angry message in the comments. Come at me. I was always more of a Chucky person, so.
Asset being transported.
Alright. There's the Deinocheirus. So that one's coming in there. We'll put you here, and you put you over there. Now, I would like to get the Amarga's top back off. But we need more Wura sources, too. Oh, also, this enclosure could use status checking. So let's do this. We'll steal this ranger post, and we'll chuck it in here. Probably over here somewhere. Sure. And then you, friend, get on that. Wrong. Your opinion is factually wrong. Chucky is the superior slasher in general, and therefore, by extension, he is the superior doll-based slasher. We need more Sinosauropteryx as well. So let's queue up another batch of Sinosauropteryx for the Deinocheirus pen while they get flown over. But then after that, we'll probably do a batch of Wuros and Amargas. We could also start digging up Quanju or something. Or doing the research for Alamo, but Alamo is a big push. Let's dig up Quanjusaurus. 680 is expensive, but not insane.
Asset
Alright.
transportation
First one's down.
Transit has
Missing fish and ground leaf, but he's heading in the right direction to find it all, so. Territory's already good. Really? That's nice.
confirming asset delivery.
I expected him to be a little more picky. Alright, well, we could look at his eating animation. We look at him scritching again. Scritching and eating. Eating and scritching. How did you do this? How did you pull this off? There's 4 of them. 4 Uteranus. 4. Yeah, that's what we'll be doing next, is the live capture only park, I've decided. I have some more elaborate park builds I want to do, but I need the time to set them up. And I don't have that this week. So, yeah, those are going to wait. Okay, so we got Ducky down here. You're going to fish feed? Use the fish feeder. Go on, fish feed. Awesome. Oh, I like he's putting the flats of his hands on the side there to brace himself. That's pretty awesome.
Asset has been delivered.
He feels a little clumsier at it than like the Spinosaurids do, which tracks. He's an omnivore, so he's not like a specialized fish eater. I like that he's clearly got his own animation set there, though. That's nice. I hope they keep expanding the omnivory mechanic. I want to see old dinosaurs get omnivory. I really hope they do that. Where's the third one? Oh, he's down. He's good. I mean, the margins worked out really well on these guys, actually. These feel really good. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the stats, so maybe I'm wrong. But in terms of, like, cost, appeal, and, like, territory, these feel strong. Because they weren't that expensive to research. They weren't that expensive to hatch. What's their lifespan? 112. But this is, yeah, long-lived. I don't know, man. Is Deinocheirus meta? Maybe. How do you compare to, like, a Megalosaurus? See, Megalosaurus is 642. 642. Nope, the Cryolovosaurus is still alive. So if we go to Synth Megalosaurus, 1,100,000. Deinocheirus, 777. These are worth way more. And it's only 1 less egg over the Megalosaurus. Area need growth 60%. Yeah, so like they have a high area need growth, but so does Megalosaurus. That doesn't matter. Interesting. Lifespan 86, lifespan 70. Thirst is high versus low. I mean, who cares? Base dominance. Interesting. I guess, I mean, like the cohabitation options are better than they are for a carnivore. So that's not even like a downside. Incubation cost 1 mil. Incubation cost 1 mil 6. Yeah, Deinocheirus is cracked. Right? I'm not crazy here. This is a really, really good dinosaur. Which is great to see. Because I feel like half of the DLC dinosaurs are really bad. For one reason or another. I guess the comfort could be fucky. Yeah, it probably is. That's probably an 85% comfort threshold. So this thing gets upset when you have storms on jungle maps. Like the really bad storms. So there's that. That's definitely a concern. But beyond that, he's only a 3. He's only a 3 security. You could just throw him in one of these 4 security fences and it's fine too. And then the storms don't matter. I'm pretty sure Therizinosaurus is higher than that. Maybe not. Maybe, but I'd be surprised if Theri was just a 3. Alright. Dead Sinosauropteryx. How many of you are left? 7. That's fine. And then these guys, we got vulnerable, humble, long-lived, intolerance. We don't want those. So 5 more of these for the Deinocheirus pen. And then I'm gonna do, I think, Amarga's. We made these max social. We'll just do this. I think as a compromise to try and get these guys to not suck. Spoiler though, Margosaurus is probably one of the worst dinosaurs in the game from what I remember, so there's that. Can you recreate a grave in this game? I don't know, man. How do you make a grave in this game? Probably. You could probably do something. Put a rock. There's probably like a really flat looking rock. Oh, carnivore sign. That's an idea. Yeah, that would work.
Underway.
I mean, they're a bit big for a gravestone, but... Wait. Why is the Spino sign enormous? I mean, you're not dead yet. So we're not giving you a grave. That's not how it works. I mean, that is how it works. Usually people have grave spaces purchased before their family members or whatever die, but that's not how it works for us. Okay, ratings check. 91, 87, 83. Yeah, we need to turn on and build more shops. We need shelter. We need accommodation. Okay. Probably at about 5 stars here, but why don't we wrap this episode up? It's been a long one. We'll get this finished up next time.